Hey, hello there, everybody. It's been a while. It's been a couple of minutes here. It's good to see everybody again here. My name's Days Cloud. I'm joined by Will WC. We got a little race today, co-op cross keys in week 5 of the ALTTPR League. Will, how you doing there, bud?
I'm doing fabulous. We're in for a good one tonight, I have a feeling. Both these teams competing in the Misery Mire division, both of these teams currently tied with each other for 4th place in the division, which is the cutoff for the playoffs. Obviously, we still got 3 weeks of action left, but this is going to be one of those important weeks for both of those teams to kind of see if they can separate themselves out and get into a safe position for playoffs, or if they get a split, to have to keep kind of going neck and neck with each other here.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we're going to be looking forward to really fast here. We got JKLOL on one side. We got Tile Roomies on the other side. We've got Twilight Princess Zelda, the best sprite of all time. And I will fight anyone who decides to try to argue with me on that. And, that's not going to be too many people. So, kind of typical. We're looking at different places, trying to figure out exactly where the heck things are. And
if I knew you came here looking for a fight, in the first minute of the seed, I would have maybe asked someone else to come with me.
Well, there we are. Okay, so we've got first, I guess, interesting thing is we got a tree pull with some bombs. We got also a tree pull with some red rupees, and we found the well at Hyrule Castle. Looks like we have what was that there? That's a Ganon in the Lost Woods, so nothing too crazy. Mini Moldorm Cave at the front of Hyrule Castle. It just feels like when you're doing with 4 people, it feels like you're just doing like auction right now. And we're gonna be over here. Got a little thing.
Oh yeah, it's chaos right now. It's just pure chaos. It's gonna be chaos the whole time. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. Both Walsh and Jesse here are seeing this well in this Mini Moldorm Cave, and neither of them have any weaponry or bombs or really anything, any resources here, unless there's something in those 4 chests in the well.
Yeah, it's really kind of hard here, and it looks like we found Pod.
In terms of actually finding resources, yeah, Kappa and Leo both making their way
to someplace.
Give us a few more. Yeah, we've already got 1 pod small key on the way here, so we're going to be able to get these 2 checks here in logic, and then we'll see if either of them wants to break logic to go to right side. The fact that Kappa is going this way before checking the bridge chest is interesting to me.
Gonna just get a save and quit out of that, it looks like. Maybe he did it while we weren't looking here. Let's see what Leo does up there. Leo's gonna go on up, check the bridge chest. Bridge chest is gonna give you a heart container. Okay, so yeah, I guess Kappa did not get that.
No, he did not. So that was... I think probably what happened there is this mode, and having played it 4 hours ago, I can certainly attest to this. It is like trying to speedrun a video game while doing air traffic control. Like you are doing so much communicating with your partner, trying to communicate locations and items and which small keys you find and this, that, and the other. And it is so easy just to click your brain off in terms of, what your muscle memory is used to, and just do little things like that, like just skip a chest that is there. I mean, Kappa's been running this game for 8+ years. He knows how to get the bridge chest and knows the logic. It's just in that opening chaos, probably with him and Walsh, there's just a lot of chatter because both of them are finding things all over the place.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like maybe a sword on Walsh's side there at Hype Cave, which I didn't even see the entrance into because I was looking at like the 3 other things happening. Because Jesse's on the bottom left there, as heading towards the Eastern Palace entrance, which is going to pop him to the right side of Turtle Rock. It looks like Thieves Town is not Thieves Town, but Hype Cave is the entrance to Race Game. Right there, and Yeah, Thieves Town was someplace else there on Kappa's screen. I'm having trouble doing this. I am rusty as all get out. A fortune teller's house. There we go. Thieves Town. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Thank you.
Kappa's coming from the north, Walsh coming into town from the south. JKLL, interestingly, been staying out of CAC so far.
Yeah, definitely avoiding the other side there as we get Graveyard Ledge there on Jesse's side there. Missed the bomb through, but it'll be able to pick up the hearts. It'll be fine. Everything's great.
We got
Leo
the dam
finally
taken
got
care
her...
of there at Tavern. We got Leo finishing her Mimic clip and getting to show us 2 new checks on right side pod.
Yeah, let's just everybody take a deep breath here. As it looks like Kappa went ahead and he's also found the Uncle Drop in CAC as well. So we're gonna get a couple of checks here, find out if there's anything. And do you want a single rupee and a compass to Gannon's Tower? Do you? Nah, I think I'm okay.
Not really. No, that was probably not worth the effort. But at least it's 2 checks done.
Yeah, true. And Walsh finding the happiness fairy there, the great fairy there, and deciding that all of those tree pulls that he spent all that time doing gave him a bunch of money. So why not get 15 bombs? Let's do it.
Yeah, and Jesse going to go back and get the back chest here of CAC Well, but also the 5 checks over at Mini Moldorm Cave right after that.
And we're finally finding there that Pod was at the very top of the forest. The back check of the well is gonna be a key. Gonna be a key to Castle Tower. So without Ganon at Lumberjack Tree, that Castle Tower key it goes from being essential to, yeah, okay, I can get both chests now.
Yeah, that's usually what you're kind of hoping for when in regards to those CT keys. You just kind of want to find one of them and just be done worrying about that for the rest of the seed.
Yeah, definitely here. As Kappa's going to take his minute, he's going to get his big key to GT there out of the place as well. We're going to go for the Mini Moldorm Cave on Jesse's side, get 5 more things here, and eventually stuff will slow down and we'll have some idea where the heck everything is. Not yet.
Meanwhile, we're going to get 7 new items from Walsh over here, who's found Paradox Cave in the village.
Ooh.
Hook shot.
That was a hook shot.
And a Desert Big.
All right, and yeah, Jesse on the other side on Mini Moldorm Cave got a couple of maps
gets an atlas.
Yeah, that's about it. It's just nothing there of interest. Walsh using that hook shot to just get rid of those Moldorms just that step faster there. As gets a pod key, and that was it for the 5 chests on top.
Yeah, but that hook shot is real nice to have early in cross keys. We haven't seen a way up to the mountain yet, but that, effectively gives you another 4 free checks. 4 free checks or 8 free checks, depending on which side of the mountain you get spit out on.
Right. Walsh taking a couple of seconds to check his connectors through Paradox Cave. There is gonna get spot out in the dark world. There is a big glowing ball of ballness. I have no idea what the heck that is. It's one thing about comms. Sometimes you just have to keep talking, even if your brain decides that I don't have a good way of describing that right now.
No, it totally happens. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it together.
We'll get there someday. Okay, where are we now? Have we calmed down? Will, I think we've calmed down.
Everyone, we calmed down a little bit for a minute here because they're both kind of crossing over things that the others have done at this point.
Yeah.
JKLOL getting into CAC here. Leo Jesse coming in from the south. Kappa's coming over here to grab hookshot. Walsh is cleaning up Mini Moldorm and CAC Well. So we're all seeing, both teams kind of hitting common ground here. And from here, it'll be interesting to see, do they kind of go in lockstep towards, splitting up South Shore, or do we find something that takes us in a different direction here soon?
Yeah, there's not too many places left here. I saw nobody. I don't believe I've seen anybody go up to the Witch's Hut yet, so that's going to be an option. Ooh, Walsh, you going to want that?
Yeah,
he's going to want that. Yeah. All right, he's gonna get his level of disappointment there. They got bombs and a bunch of other junk there. Is wow, look at the communication there on Kappa's side there. On Kappa and Walsh's side, Kappa comes to the top. It's opens
okay,
exactly
well, I'm not going in
2
there.
chests, and
No.
it's like, I'm good. That's it. Great, thanks. All right, and looks like Walsh is going to make his first move over into the Eastern Palace area, which we saw on Jesse's side. I don't remember anything particularly of note over here, as we have found the Smiths. Will, we have found the Smiths.
Let's remember where they are.
Let's remember where they are. As we think back to the last time I think I actually played this game reasonably competitively.
Tell us more about the war, Grandpa.
Oh, those Smiths like to go hide right next to the place where I forgot where they were, and then it was fun and it was amazing, and then we lost because I couldn't find the Smiths again, and it was amazing. Hammer! I'm seeing a hammer. Somebody yelled hammer. Hammer? We got a hammer? Oh, we do have a hammer.
For Kappa.
Yeah.
Oh, Desert Palace big chest. Okay.
Yeah. That fancy
That's
thing
interesting.
there.
Leo getting in here into desert at the same time, but without that big key.
Yeah, that's the order of operations that you don't want. You typically want to be able to open all of the chests when you come into a place, but Cross Keys doesn't let you do that all the time. Kind of a
Walsh
big deal.
Give us some new checks here, having found the big chest entrance to TR.
Mm. Right, big chest entrance to TR, plus a couple of abilities to actually do something with it, the hook shots and some other things.
Yeah, hook shot and the sword. That's enough to at least get us to chain chomps and logic. This one, of course, this check, of course, requiring all 4 TR small keys and locking our Hyrule Castle small key. So
okay, now that's kind of one of those fun things. If you want to think about this, is we got a bow there down on Kappa's side. That's on top of Hyrule Castle right now. Okay. And I will say one kind of somewhat interesting thing. If we look up at the top left there on Kappa, not on Kappa's side, but on Walsh's side, we see that we can at least say this. Ooh, that was Walsh. That was ambitious there.
That was greedy.
But yeah, TR's a pendant was what I was getting at before we decided to go kiss the chain chomp.
Yeah. At least we're going back for that check where you're not gonna abandon a perfectly good in logic chain chomps.
No, that's one that we're gonna need to know that it's probably absolutely nothing, and then feel kind of silly that we died and had to walk all the way back.
This green rupee is gonna taste extra bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but good news for Leo over there on the other side. We're going to very quickly get the hook shot, very quickly get the Desert Palace big key, which will at least give them the ability to consider picking up the hammer at some point in the future that we're not actually sure when will happen, hopefully sooner than later. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think they did all the connector checking out of Desert when they were there, so... that's at least kind of an incentive to get back there. Oh, the piece of heart. That's slightly better than the green rupee.
Completely missed that call there, bud. Sorry. Happens sometimes. What is here? Light World, the hype cave thing. We got my buddy Mystic's house. Shout out to Mystic, who's probably doing whatever he is doing right
guess
now. What?
Chicken Hut.
Chicken Hut.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. All right, Hyrule Castle. Let's go with Hyrule Castle. No, you know what? On second thought, let's not go to Hyrule Castle. 'Tis a silly place. Let's go to GT.
Let's go to GT with a hammer and a hook shot.
And a big key to Thieves Down? And a save and quit?
Walsh doesn't have the hammer yet.
Walsh doesn't have the hammer yet. Walsh should go get the hammer.
I think that is the thing he's planning on doing, if I had to guess.
And no keys. Yep. Zara's given a good point there. There are no keys being found here.
All right, so Leo's back in desert. That's great news for JKLOL because they're going to get this hammer here and not really be missing any have really missed out on anything by being a little later to it.
This is true. This is true. It's going to be very quickly. Everything will be relatively equal as Jesse right now is doing all of the things that we know are hilariously out of logic right now, being rewarded with a map.
Yeah, so we know that this is... We know, they don't know yet, that this is behind all 4 TR keys because of the Hyrule Castle key being at Lava Chest, but, still could be something exciting here. You never know.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. Here as we get our little ball and chain guard perfectly positioned in the doorway there to pick up your big key and find out that, 20 rupees as well. Hug a green guard now. Okay. On Kappa's side, we got a couple of things here. We got a key to go a little further if we want. And wow, that was sad.
That was the room. We also saw passed up the torch, the shield on torch. So we just saw 2 of our shields there on the way through the first 5 checks of left side GT.
Yeah, that's interesting, I guess.
Hyrule Castle main entrance there, spitting us out at the back of TR entrance. So if we find a mirror, that opens up the entire mountain for us.
Oh boy. Yeah, with that mirror, if we get a mirror and we get a hook shot, we get a whole bunch of stuff. And we also find that the right side of Hyrule Castle puts you out in the dark world bonk rocks. So that's kind of actually a nice location to eliminate. Again, you'd really like the mirror though.
Yeah, I think you probably just do a couple of quick checks here. You maybe check this in the Dark Hylia shop and get a save and quit. You don't really want to be spending lots of time bunny walking around South Dark World without a mirror.
Says you.
Just
let's get another sword.
Says me, not Jesse. Not Jesse.
No, Jesse's following the dazed strategy of but plasma.
You just do that because you like the Twilight Princess bunny music.
That's fair. I mean, I can't argue with that. That is actually accurate.
I mean, there are far worse ways to route than routing based off of like MSU preferences, but
anytime you can get a good dark world, not dark world, but like a bunny walking theme where you're basically doing hearing like cats meowing the entire time or something. It's definitely a classic time. Okay, Kappa, while we've been talking utter garbage on this side, Kappa's found some things. He grabbed another sword out of a trying to remember the name of it. Why am I thinking Rando Room? There we go. Wow, I am rusty. And grabbed a sword, grabbed a Easter Palace big key, and then out of the GT big chest went ahead and got himself the powder. So a bunch of cool things, a bunch of out of logic things, but still cool. Now we're gonna kill some Armos Knights. Bang bang, bang bang bang, bang 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 bang.
We're still a few GT keys away from this being in logic yet, but you'll definitely take a Master Sword. You'll definitely take a powder. It's just little nice quality of life items, if nothing else. All right, so GT not paying out huge, but that Eastern Palace big key is real nice because now when we find that dungeon, it will be clearable for Kappa.
Yep, exactly. And there's a couple of other things there. We'll have to see about it. Yeah, it could still be a pendant, as I'm seeing there. Could still be a pendant. We don't actually know yet. We know nothing. We are waiting. It's only been 20 minutes. We're gonna go check the witch's hut. We're gonna attempt to check the witch's hut. Hey, there we go, Kappa. We got it. Now,
I think giving us our first look down here at the southwest corner of the map. We got nothing at the desert cave entrance, and we'll see about Agina and Probably not going to see a desert ledge peak from her, but we'll see.
And go wander across the desert, do a little things there. Oh, hey, we have been over here.
That's where GT is. Okay, I'm definitely paying attention, y'all.
Oh yeah, no.
Watching four screens is hard.
No. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Here's Walsh's blob of allness there is splashing around in the green mire stuff there, and we found a dark area there, and apparently Walsh knows where it is because he's now moved from one floor to another.
Apparently we fell in a hole somewhere is what happened.
That's what happened. Sound.
Yeah.
Oh, you're using
I don't know what's
sound.
happening in him. I'm too busy jamming out to the 1,000 Year Door soundtrack over here.
Ooh, that is pretty good. That's a good one. All right, we pop out over here.
Okay, we're over here at Dark Flute 5. That's going to give us a currently very out of logic path to checking the item on Pyramid.
It works. I mean, this is a very silly way to possibly find the Moon Pearl here, as Jesse goes ahead, picks up his bow down in the thing here. Wall's going to take a minute and go, hey, you know what? I've got green mail. I'm in the Dark World, and enemies hurt a lot.
And there's a lot of sneaky enemies on this path here. Like this path out of pod, you got the little Snapdragon things, and you got the Hinoxes, and you got the other jerks. Like, yeah, it's just, you take the health.
Bunch of jerks. That's the best way to talk about it, is they're just a bunch of jerks over here. All right, Jesse picks up his shovel from the dam there. We're starting to at least reach item equilibrium, kind of.
Yeah, I think we've hit a point of parity. We're waiting for something to kind of open us up a little bit here and give us some new options, because
a Moon Pearl, a mirror could really help with doing things. Because I mean, we've seen a whole bunch. Like, we've seen Hera, we've seen a whole bunch of other things just to kind of, do whatever. But like, we're kind of just smacking up against the wall right now, trying to wait to see exactly which one of these things we need to do. This is where I very carefully try to look and see exactly how many pod keys we have, because I'm trying to guess if there's someplace we haven't gone yet that probably has our next progression.
Yeah, we'd need 4 pod keys to put any more checks and logic there.
Looks like 3 on Kappa's side there. If I'm seeing that right, my unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't remember the logic of if all those pod keys are actually in logic for us yet either.
Oh god, no idea.
Beyond the GT small keys or whatever.
All right, well, Leo's gonna get her little jump across there. Zelda in her pretty dress, being pretty, just the way you want. And okay, yep, Hyrule Castle up there at the Witch's Hut there for people who were paying attention more than I was. Okay, Walsh's gonna take a second here. He's gonna grab, I think maybe this
Kappa
first one here.
turn in the shovel here.
That's something, yeah, that's a thing we haven't seen yet, is it? Okay, there's the small key to Thieves Town. Where was the big key to Thieves Town again? Big key to Thieves Town was in the front of GT, wasn't it? We have Thieves Town.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, we have Thieves Town.
Yes, we do.
That's Thieves Town access for sure. That's total Thieves Town access.
Thieves and Eastern both full clearable the second we find them, which is lovely.
We have found Thieves Town. I know that one. Thieves Town is just sitting here right in...
that's right. Yeah, we did see that. Yeah, that's right. The south entrance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
So,
is that where
that is a
right
thing that that sure seems like it.
No,
I forget what was
else
over here, but we're going to check the magic bat drop first.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Very cool. Cool.
Yeah, you grab that.
All right. Okay, so how about Leo? You gonna give us that? All right, dig up some money. That's what we're doing, digging up money.
Yeah.
And The confusion is sitting in. What should I save and quit? Should I keep going? What should I check? Yep. The communication between on this level is just a bit. All right, into Thieves Town. This is our first real guess for possible progression to kind of move this.
And Jesse going to be in here at basically just a screen or two behind right now, going through Thieves as well. So whatever we find here, if it's a mirror or a pearl, both teams are going to have one runner getting to it very shortly.
Yep. Pretty. I imagine once they find it, it'll be shouting at the other person, "Hey, come here quick." Walsh, though, did drop down into the back there into the escape, pulled out a book, and I didn't see the first chest. Was it a flute?
Well, we'll see if he's going to go active. If he's got a flute, I'm sure he is on his way to activate it here. So we will find out.
A flute. It's a bad chat. That's bad chat. Bad chat. Stop confusing me. Okay. We're
Leo gonna go to the back as well, so we'll have another chance to see Dark Cross.
Don't stop listing off items. That's kind of my job, my man. That's kind of what I'm doing here. But anyway. So first thing in the attic. What did we find? Not the thing.
We found a compass to Turtle Rock, which is the item that we were all hoping for. Now we know who the boss of TR is.
Is it still Trinex?
Yeah.
Or is that a different week?
No, we haven't changed that up. That's in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Come back if you want Crazy Chaos mode with Trinex and where the compasses are actually useful.
If somebody wants to keep putting their races on at exactly Tuesday night on a at about 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern, I'm game. I'll be here.
Yeah. So Pod Big or not Pod Thieves Town Big Chest paying out there with the flippers, which put a couple of entrances and a couple of items into Logic for us.
That's
the big opening of progression that we were necessarily hoping for.
We'll go see our man under the bridge here. We'll go see our big fishy friend. Talk about the lives and difficulties of being a big fishy friend.
Yeah. Also, Walsh going through right side of Pod here, this is Pod. Holy crap. Going through right side of Pod here, but going around in such a way that he can save a small key and open up the back here. Oh, no, he is not doing that. Okay. Oh, that's right. He knows that Kappa was in here earlier.
Yeah, so he's doing things.
Okay.
He's doing things. He's doing things.
Okay. I thought he was making a play around to go through the back, and that actually may be... No, we're not doing that now because of how... I just was wondering since he didn't spend the key to open the front there.
Hey, we found the thing. We found the thing. It's Moon Pearl. Blind had it.
We found the thing.
Mm-hmm. Blind had the Moon Pearl. So, yep. Now the world is even more complicated because we just added another 20, 30 places to go check. Let's go.
Have we seen a way into the North Dark World?
Oh, you mean Village of Outcasts and stuff like that? No, I don't believe we have. But
anything up there? I think we only really have South Dark World and Logic so far, right? Oh yeah, we have Hammer and Hookshot. That's a good point. So yeah, we can.
That's true. We could do the super long way. Kind of hoping we don't have to. I know for certain. There's at least 1 or 2 connectors that we have not followed all the way through, and we could just go up to Bumper Ledge off of that and jump down. Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling, you know, and then we all go out for tea. All right. Get a little friend under the bridge who enjoys camping in the shade and gets 20 rupees out of it because that's how much you have to charge to go camp in the shade there. Part of that hidden lore of Rando.
Right.
Espressos are fine. You can get an espresso. Sure. Where are we off to? All right, so let's check the south Ice Garage Cave, area. There you go. There's these things. Eventually, this will come back to me.
Yeah, Jesse, Kappa both staying in lockstep with each other, and Walsh and Leo basically in lockstep with each other. They're gonna high five coming through Thieves Town hallway. This is making our lives easier. If y'all can just stay on the buddy system here for the rest of the race, that will make this so much easier on us.
Except when it comes time to try to figure out who wins, because then it'll be like, okay, so they both beat him at the same time. Is this just a tie, or do we got to get the admins to come in here and start doing frame counting? Hey, Kappa.
Pro tip, just add the 2 times together. That's the easy way.
Oh, right. I suppose we could. But Kappa, I have to say, he has definitely learned from my school of trying to do the spec rock bomb jump and going immediately down the hole.
Yeah, so, obviously that bomb jump, not in logic as a connector, but still kind of useful information. If you get spat out up on the mountain or somewhere like that, it's still useful to get those checks done. Because if it's not already in logic some other way, it probably will be soon.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to get 5 more checks out of it here, starting with a flute.
Oh, there's a flute.
Hey, there we go. Next is a thing. Is there a different way to do the spec rock bomb jump? Yes, there is. It's doing it correctly, as we also get Cane of Samaria down here.
So Blind's Hut with the goods, and Kappa, Jesse, gonna pick those up 10 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah, we're gonna run into this very interesting scenario where I think, because they're in the same place, I'm trying to think, does anyone have a large advantage over the other one? I mean, I think Tile Roomies is checked a little bit more. But I'm looking at the items and just trying to see is there something that one team has that the other team does not have as well, and nothing's popping out.
I don't feel like there's any major. Yeah, I don't think there's anything major. I think maybe it does feel like Tile Roomies have been slightly quicker to things, but not drastically. I mean, just it's basically the difference with Walsh is holding his crystal up while Leo's starting her blinds fight.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Kappa and Jesse both come in to activate their flutes. I think, it's really going to be, you've got a lot of options right now. The mountain's probably the most appealing of them, and that's where we're seeing Kappa go. And I think likely where we'll see Jesse go.
Oh, Leo. Woo! Close there. But Leo got through her fight there. And, since we're up on the mountain, we're going to get
It's a scripted fight. She knows what she's doing.
It's a scripted fight, and then when things go down there, everything goes to whatever place it wants to. We're going to get a fire rod out of that first chest on Laser Bridge, and then a small key to Ganon's Tower, and then a small key to Ganon's Tower, and we're getting very close for that Eastern Palace big key to put itself into logic, or getting closer at least.
Yep, and we're going to go the back way to Crystal Roller Room. Through the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold up. It's that easy.
Yepers. And now we gotta sit here and wait for the Hinox to decide to stop throwing bombs directly over us.
They love to do that. It's not great.
Yeah. Just like, hey,
$50 there in Crystal
throw.
Roller, so
All right. Walsh is going to make our first foray into the North Dark World area here. Not going to be a lot to check until he gets to the Dark Sank area, so we're just going to walk through this screen here as Kappa finds another connector. So back in the day, I used to track exactly where all of these connectors went and stuff, but today, nah.
I've never been able to do that while calming. I'll click 2 locations in the first minute, and then it'll just be like, nope, this is overwhelming.
Yeah, no, I can totally understand that. As a Hookshot Cave has been found by Walsh there, and it looks like we got a Meyer small key and a Meyer small key, and it was a Meyer small key and on Kappa's side, that is a glove there in the first chest of Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace being up on the mountain here. So, hey Jesse, you want to go find a glove really quick? All right, looks like he is.
That's nice because now we have a regular way into the Dark World that isn't having to travel all the way around the world to get to Village of Outcast.
Yep. As we ended up on the Turtle Rock Bridge area there, going through Hookshot Cave. Walsh being aggressive, nah, because he has a flute, and getting back to the mountain is pretty easy here. So. Probably worth a quick poke through to see what that is. And, now I think about that, that's... Oh, wait. Yeah, no, actually, wait, I take it back. That was aggressive. I was mistaken where he was with Capo, because, like, if he got locked out there, that would have been a trek to get back there. Okay, found the old man. Found the old man's spawn point just at the same time as Kappa is saving the old man.
As Kappa is rescuing the old man. Yeah.
Hey Kappa, you know when you save a quit after that, it's gonna be right here, just so you know. All right, moving into Village of Outcast. What are we going to find here? And I don't know. A bee. We'll find a bee. Get the bee. So that is the back of the Spec Rock thing. So if you can do that jump,
I'm glad you still have your friendship with bee.
Bees are around, man. Bees are friends. How about Aga Tower over on the right side of Death Mountain there? East side of Death Mountain, even. Tower of Hera, Skull Woods being our 5-6 crystals there at the chest game.
It's going to be interesting to see what direction Leo is heading here. I'm not sure exactly what the best option is for her while Jesse is working his way around the mountain.
Ooh. So it turns out that
that's a nice find.
Yeah, it turns out that small key to Castle Tower turns into the boots. And hey, Jesse, go get your boots.
Okay, so yeah, update. Leo and Walsh are both going to be heading to the mountain very shortly, is my prediction, because you want those.
Yep. Walsh is going to take a couple of seconds here to just go and grab this and that and the other thing. It looks like he's going to go on his way to go pick up the Cane of Samaria and the flute there, because this will spit him out in the Meyer area. At the moment, I think kind of the big thing that we're missing is probably the mirror. Because from knowing earlier...
Probably the last big kind of, open up a ton of things item for us.
Right.
At this point, we've already kind of commented on, we got a couple of full clearable dungeons. We have a swamp woods, a skull woods that we haven't touched yet. We got an ice palace here that's 7 out of 8 clearable.
Yeah. No, there's
no thanks. Not with that magic, I guess, is maybe the thinking. Although he does have that blue potion.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some options here. Jesse on the other side is gonna say, "Nah, I'm doing it." So at least
Yeah, I
grab
think.
some of it, right?
Yeah, I kind of like this play from Jesse here. You got Kane, you've got everything but the ice big key with you. You don't have any info yet on whether it's pendant crystal, but you can get that info by clearing it. And if it's a crystal, great. You had to do it anyway.
But if I was Jesse, I'd really would have liked to have that tempered sword that Kappa just got there on the Meyer shed. I think pretty close to it.
There are worse things than worse things than having a tempered sword for Ice Palace if you can pull that off.
Right. I was about to say, I was like, what is Jesse doing? All right, yes. Rusty Days forgets that he has to hit the switch here. Because, yeah.
Because no big key.
All right, very quickly makes his way through, gets an icebreaker, finds a big key to pod. Finds a big key to pod back there. Interesting. Okay. Well, and we get our mirror here. We get Mimic Cave up on the mountain as well. Here's Kappa's going to take a second, smash some mimics with a hammer. Find that he gets a grand prize of a red boomerang, which is fine. It's fine. We'll go with fine. All right, Leo picks up her glove there out of the place. There we go. Out of Swamp Palace there, the first chest there. We get a lamp, looked like, on Jesse's screen. And, yeah. Go check a couple other things, I suppose, real fast. Make sure everything is firing off. Kappa's going to grab a chest here out of the big key chest of Skull Woods. Grabs, hey, there's our second glove. All right.
Second glove? That's crazy.
Yeah. What about third glove? And a big key to Turtle Rock down here in... so I'm kind of feeling like Ice Palace has a couple of things.
Yeah. See that TR big, we have access to the big chest, so that's another little one-off check that's available to us.
All right, let's see here, Jesse. What do you want to do here? You're gonna go open the you're gonna open the door back here. Yep, sure are. Gonna go refill your magic real fast. Wait for Poofy to go poof. And all right, so
I missed Walsh getting the Swamp Small Key, but he has the Swamp Small Key.
He has the Swamp Small Key, indeed. I don't remember anything about that, but well, he has the Swamp Small Key. There we go. Jesse gonna go into this fight here, probably going for some sword dupes, some beam dupes here. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 dead. Okay, good job. Now fighty time. Took a bounce there. It's gonna be all right. Took another bounce there. All of a sudden, starting to ask, so what's exactly in that bottle?
Yeah, this is one of those. He may be trying to kind of manage it, as like, just keep playing it safe. And if you get hit, if you take another splash damage or take a splash damage from the falling ice bits, then you got the blue potion in that case. But looks like we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, he's doing a real good job. If you're just watching for the first time, you might not notice it because all the puffs look the same. But he was tracking one puff in particular each time. He's focusing on one puff, kill that puff, move on to the next thing. All right. So really well done there on Jesse's side, as he does pick up the actual first crystal of the seed here at the 44-minute point. Well, the second crystal of the seed. Never mind, I take it back. We did beat Thieves Town.
Yeah, Thieves
That's
was
how
also
we
a
were in the
crystal.
Dark World. Right, that's true. There's 7 of these things.
Still missing a lot of that knowledge thus far. We know TR's a pendant. We know Thieves and Ice are crystals.
And we know Swamp's left side of Swamp only has a pod small key. And so cool, I guess. I guess. I mean, at some point there, with on Jesse's side, that becomes more cool because there's a lot of things that a lot of things he could do with that.
That is very true. Where are we seeing Leo heading to?
So it turns out this Mire Shed was on the Dark World side of Death Mountain there. So Jesse wouldn't have been able to do Ice Palace and get that Tempered Sword at the same time there. That was a one or the other sort of thing.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
But anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
is Leo gonna go redeem this book for us? Okay, that's a new entrance.
New entrance for sure.
We had bad cropping. Not gonna see Desert Ledge at all, though.
Unfortunately, Clear Mouse did actually do the job exactly the way that she pretty much always does.
I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's correct cropping. Oh, it's fake Saha. Hi, fake Saha.
Well, but turns. Oh wait, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong screen. I was getting really excited there for a second, then I realized, never mind. Never mind. That's not Jesse finding. That's Jesse finding a back of Skull Woods here, not Leo. Actually, kind of a good thing because Jesse does have the fire rod, so this will be another boss down really quick.
Speaking of bosses being down really quick, Kappa finding Tower of Hera.
Yeah, Walsh into Argus right now. Yeah,
so we're racking up that dungeon info now. We're going to find out Swamp here in a second if we haven't already. I think that one might be marked. I can't tell. I can't read these trackers.
I'm not seeing anything here from anybody's side there.
Okay.
But that looks like a question mark, I want to say, on Kappa's side for Swamp, but I don't actually know. We do know that the both Hera and Skull Woods are both crystals, so we got that going for us.
Yeah.
All right, Zargus throws his last little fit there, jumps up into the air, Mothula down on the other side, and gets a key to something palace. I have no idea what that was.
Yeah. That was Swamp Big.
That was a Swamp Big. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense here. And something happened to Kappa? Did he go down to... Did he go down to...
Yeah.
Oh,
he went to Hera Basement first.
Hera Basement. Right. I was about to say, I was like, he didn't go down to Moldorm, did he?
No, no one has been upstairs yet, but
I was about to say, shortly. Yeah. Kappa finding out that bomb jumping with fairies leads to very, very interesting directions on your bomb jumps. Small key to Ice Palace.
This is our first time over seeing Zora, who gives us a 20 rupee refund.
Yep. Thank you for your investment. Here is your interest. Come on down to the Bank of Zora. We take care of your money. Someday you can use it to buy a house in Breath of the Wild. All right, Moldorm gives us a big key. the big key is to Misery Mire. Misery Mire we have not seen yet, but do we need much more besides finding a couple of these places?
Depends. It depends what our crystals are. I feel like we're missing. Oh. Well, what are we missing?
That's the
Now that
thing. I
say
mean,
that,
I
we
don't
just.
like. I don't think because we know that Ice Rod is only going to be needed for TR, but TR is also a pendant, so we don't necessarily need to go there.
We
right?
very well may be in just find
And
dungeons and
speaking of finding dungeons,
info.
back of a desert here, so we're gonna have even more information in just a second here. I thought these games.
Yeah,
I thought
we are rapidly racking this up.
Yeah, this went from like, okay, absolute craziness, I don't know where anything is, to, okay, well, this will be done in like no time at all, and I can go and, I don't know, go for a walk or something. Cook some curry, something. Start the cooking with dazed part of the show, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, can you open up, give us some recipes or something? Like, I'm totally fine, we probably need to pay attention for this little part, but later, once we're gonna get into go mode and it's just kind of obvious who's gonna win, then we can start sharing recipes.
I got a amazing Southwest quinoa salad that is freaking great. Had it the other day. It was great. We got a bottle there, and it's a crystal on Walsh's side now. If you're going to ask me how many crystals does Walsh have, I'm going to say Walsh should put a tracker on his thing so I could actually tell you.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Mm-hmm. He has some. That's a kind of an ugly place for that the back of desert to be, because that's the kind of whole thing. The answer to the salsa on the quinoa salad is salsa. You put salsa on it because it's yummy. Anyway, Will, can I ask a question? How does so many of my comms end up talking about food?
Because food's good.
Yeah.
Nice silver arrows there over at the pod entrance for Kappa. So he's the first one, I believe, to find those.
Yep, that'll make his Ganon fight even easier than it already was. Dante's just sitting there poking at me right now, just trying to get me to take the bait. I would we could talk about sirens and salsa. How about a spiral cave that Jesse decides, nah, I don't think I want to do that. Gonna go check a couple of other things instead. I'm trying not to crack up laughing right now, but it's really hard if I'm going to be honest. Like the smiles, I got the corner of my mouth, where you're like, you're about to start laughing. The corner of your mouth is starting to curl up and curl up and curl up. Leo gets her lamp. And we're gonna, now is it time to go through Spiral Cave? It's time to go through Spiral Cave. Let's go through Spiral Cave. We're gonna go through Spiral Cave the fast way? Yeah, let's
also, congrats to Walsh for finally getting off a fighter sword.
Well done. Took him 53 minutes. That is excellent teamwork right there. Telling your teammate to don't worry about it. You can get it later. But oh yes, right. That is something that you can do.
5 new checks here coming up from Kappa, and potentially even more, because he could go over to left side and get the map chest that was orphaned. He could climb here for 4 items.
He could do the thing. Yep, he could go on up there and do this. Pig Boy today would be over in the Lost Woods, so very, very available. Alright. Key to this dungeon of pod where Jesse is gonna go, and I gotta imagine just at this point complete the dungeon. Are we gonna go to the back of pod first? I mean, I'm not exactly sure exactly where we are with all of this. Kappa looking like he's setting up.
Well, Jesse only has one small key to spend, so he can either do the back or he can do the boss kill, but he can't do both.
How does he only have one?
Well, he has two because he just spent one there to open the front door. But yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out.
We have found a few more of them out in the wild.
Okay, how about a mushroom?
Right,
we like mushrooms.
I'm not a big fan.
No, I actually one of the few things.
The food or the item, frankly.
Yep. I would agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Okay, let's do another thing that we can do with the fire rod and a and the cane here. So Walsh is going to go check out the torches room here and whatever this place is, some rock with turtles, and gets a key to Desert Palace, and we're climbing. We be climbing.
Gonna have to either scrape some magic together or use that blue potion, but
well, oh, magic taken care of. There you go. They're dropping magic for you. Done.
Easy
and
game.
Done and done. All right. Let's see here. Okay, Jesse gonna go ahead, smack open Helmasaur's little favorite mask there. That you know what, I was about to say something sad, and then I decided, you know, let's not bring this commentary down today. All right, he's dead anyway, so we're moving on. I'm not gonna go with other possible ways right now. And we get some bombs. We also get a pendant, which, gotta admit, probably feels pretty bad because doing pod for a pendant.
Yeah. If you're gonna spend all that time in pod for one check, you want it to be something more than 3 bombs and a blue-red pendant.
Yeah, it's a shame. But
it is info for Leo, and you know, now she can get back to pod at some point in the future and just focus on getting item knowledge when that time comes.
Yeah. I think at this point,
it's looking a little bit more likely. What are we still missing as far as entrances now, though? We need Back of Skull, Mire have not been found.
Well, the Mire, yeah. Well, the Back of Skull has been found. Yeah, Back of Skull has been found. We're missing East. You mean like dungeons that we're missing here? Let me go with.
Yeah.
Let me go with a Eastern Palace and Mire being the ones that we have not found that we would have great interest in finding. Because I think at this point, one of those is guaranteed to be a crystal. That's right. That's the thing we are looking for.
Yeah. So, you know, while I was saying we haven't found Back of Skull Woods, there's Walsh in Back of Skull Woods getting the Swamp Big that we saw a while back. Because, you know, I'm doing great at watching 4 screens at once. It's really easy to do.
Don't you feel silly today, Will? Don't you feel silly? It's okay. Hey, look. There's a GT
small key
at the top of GT. Yeah. Yay, logic.
Yay, logic indeed. I wonder if that'll nudge Kappa towards that map broom chest.
So what
at some point?
What's back here then? I guess this is probably the. No, I don't think it's the thief. What thief drop? Is this magic bat? Is this magic bat back here? There's another pod key at the very top as well.
I think it's got to be magic bat. I don't remember seeing that one at all.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking as well.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of places that Mire entrance could be. There's the vanilla Mire entrance. is, if I remember right, was blocked by Bombos, which is one thing that we do not have. Ooh, look at that lineup. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got 4? 4? Probably 3. Right, and then he had to...
So it's not logic without that big key, but we've got Pyramid Fairy available to us at this point, because with Parapot, we can clear Hera, and we've got Skullwoods done.
Yeah. There's that. All right, so Aga 2 down on Kappa's side. Gonna pop in and see this. Well, so Jesse throwing a bottle into the fairy fountain there, grabbing a red potion, and yeah. Let's see here. Okay,
Chat's
into
saying
the
we had bad at Castle Tower, by the way. So we're going to see Lumberjack here.
Ooh, an ice.
Oh,
ooh, that's an ice rod.
Ice rod.
That's an ice rod.
Pendant TR.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's real funny. Good job, game.
Yeah.
You did it.
That's why I quit. Right. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember now. Okay. Man. So, I guess we.
Where's the stupid mirror? Like, we're gonna need mirror to.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're needing mirror
to find our dungeons, right?
3 turtle rock keys, and we just got that ice rod. Game, are we being exceptionally stupid today? Like not just normally stupid, but exceptionally so? We might be being exceptionally stupid.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Well, okay. Leo's gonna go pick up this. Gonna go pick up her mitts, I imagine, from up here. If this is the direction she's headed. Walsh gonna check this book and
Still
find
have a few mitts
things.
things that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, Will, I just had an idea.
Hey, you remember where the Smiths were?
Yeah. Because you were talking about mitts.
You do.
Deep. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That if that happens, you ain't gonna see me again for another 3 months. I am gonna go back into hiding. Game, you have been warned. Not like you,
Well, we don't
not
want
like
that,
it
so it's
cares
definitely going to
at all
happen.
whatsoever. You know the other thing that I want to find, bud? I want to figure out where is the Swamp Small key. Because Walsh somehow did that.
Is
You know what? If I'm honest, it looks like Jesse has it too. If I'm trying to use my eyes to see whatever the heck that is there. Swamp
yeah,
Small
I believe
at
Jesse
Hammerhut?
does have it.
Okay. Well then, in that case, I'm less interested about the Swamp Small now. Now that I know that it's there. Oh, hey, look, Meyer.
Oh, we found Meyer.
We found Meyer. And if the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So if this is a crystal, then are we done?
I think so, because we're
we're
between
done.
Eastern and Meyer for which one is our last pendant. So I think it is down to these two. We'll see. Kappa's still doing checks here. So
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
You know, we have 4 runners worth of info instead of 2. Jesse though is going to go straight through to the boss here. It looks like.
I think I
So
I
that's
agree more.
interesting.
I feel like I agree more with what Jesse's doing than the other one, because you know the other reason I agree more with what Jesse's doing. Look up in the top left corner there.
Oh, yeah, that is some valuable information.
Yeah, he already knows that this is a crystal, and I assume that means they are in
We're
go.
still doing checks in swamp, so if we're in go, it maybe hasn't been fully communicated, or they aren't 100% sure yet.
Well, see, that's a small key to Skull Woods, so yeah, that's not worth getting. Well, like, I'm trying to think what's here. Okay, so if Eastern is a pendant and Pod is a pendant, 1, 2. I think that's 7. Isn't that 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep, that's 7.
time to go, guys. Time to go. Looks like Lao. This little bomb jump is both easy and not easy at the same time. I got it that time, looks like.
Jesse basically getting an NMG Vidi fight here.
All right, eyeballs are all done, and yeah, there goes down Vidi.
Right.
As they get yet another
So-
crystal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now the hard part of this is going to be while we're trying to watch 4 screens that are all in blurry resolution because Discord servers tonight have been just pure butt for me.
Yep. Oh, good. It's not just me. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm-
no.
Okay. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to see, is that a 1 on that number? I have no idea.
This thing is
Discord.
coming through in like you know like the like SNES mode 7 when it gets all really weird, like it's coming through like that basically.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, now the fun part's going to be we're going to try and have to count how many crystals each runner has, including the one who doesn't have a tracker on screen.
I think at this point,
So
when you see
good luck
Walsh
figuring
go
out
to
who's
Ganon-
ahead.
Yeah, when Walsh goes to Ganon, that's when you know he's almost done. Now, what is Jesse looking for? Okay, let's see here. Jesse is looking
We're still making checks. Yeah.
Yeah, still making checks. Is Jesse looking for desert? Have they not found desert? Because Lau's about to find desert.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think.
neither of them have desert marked, so that's probably he's probably still, I think, reasonably looking for a mirror, thinking that may be the gate to where this desert is.
But then why would you have just go-moded Meyer in that case? These are questions to be asked in the interview portion of this broadcast here, as desert has been found on Lau's side, and yeah, Jesse's going to get a save and quit. And see
Jesse
what
puts in
happens
the
now.
logic with the desert small key at the same time.
It's good to go. We have logic. Let's go. Oh God, logical co-op cross keys. Let's go. Let's do it.
No, never,
Yeah,
never in a million years, Days. Did you know it?
That is the right answer to that. Okay, Jesse gonna go up, run like what? Jesse is going to
Run
gonna
like
get
someone
there.
who's buried under a pile of cabbages.
he's getting there someday. All right, he's gonna go finish off swamp, then he's gonna go ahead and finish off desert, and I think at that point he's gonna go kill himself a pig.
I'm just imagining like a really off-key, like Rocky theme being played on the recorder or something as Jesse gets to the top of the mountain.
Like that old the old YouTube video of Jurassic Park being played on the Jurassic Park theme being played on I forget what the instrument's called. God, I have to. I'll send it to you later. I'm trying to remember what it is. A melodica. That's it. Jurassic Park theme
Yeah.
played on a melodica. That thing is one of the funniest
Okay.
things that you'll ever hear.
I think my favorite is I've got a drum corps guy who's playing Sandstorm on a toy trumpet. It's amazing.
That does sound pretty good as well. Now gonna open up this one rock over here, find Meyer. That's where Meyer was hiding. It was under a rock the whole time. All right, I think both teams are right now just trying to blast through their dungeons here. I think. Walsh is going
I believe
somewhere. Is he gonna go for the? Is
You
this
can
a
go grab
dash?
silvers?
Yeah, is this a dash for the silvers? Because there's not a dungeon over here.
He hasn't done Meyer yet, correct?
Right, and Meyer is over in the.
So you get a little extra benefit of the silvers there as maybe part of the calculus, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's worth.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait till Telethar like shows up shaking his head in the chat, and then I'll know that it was maybe not worth.
That would be it. That would be it. That would be it. Okay. Well, Kappa not exactly taking a whole long time with Ice Boy there. Cold Stare. There you go. Names. Someday they come back in. Ice Boy.
I
All
like
right,
that.
Jesse
We should rename all of them, except for like 4 of them would be named Eyeball Boy.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you just kind of go, hey, Nintendo's got a very, very good way to figure out exactly, where the weak points of their bosses are. It's just like, hey, look at this giant circle with a thing in the middle of it. Aim there. Yeah, it's an eyeball, of course. Yeah, whatever. It's not a target, I promise. All right. And Leo's also got the silvers already, so Vitcher is not exactly taking a long time either. And yep, he be dead.
Even with having to go back and clean up that left eyeball, still getting time for the one cycle.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what does Lao have left? Looks like Lao's only got a front, the back of Skull Woods. And
Yes, that's a pretty quick one. Jesse is getting his last crystal right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Kappa still needs to do back of desert.
Right, but for Kappa, that's right next to where he is as well. So like, that's pretty quick. They're stopping for the half magic. If you're gonna give me the half magic
And
directly on my path.
If this is Walsh's 7th crystal, then he's going to be a little bit behind Jesse into this Ganon fight. And then it's going to be, I think Leia's going to be next into the fight. So it does finally feels like it's shaking out that JKLOL has the advantage here.
Yeah, let's we'll see here. Walsh takes down Vidi. Kappa is working away at Argus here. Hook sword, hook sword, hook sword. Lau, got to be a little careful there. There you go. Getting down to the single heart there. Also following my school.
At this point, they're both like, we know this is a really just jet seed. And it's just like the nerves are probably in there because you've been in go mode for a bit now. And it's like, okay, I just got to kill these bosses. Just got to kill the boss. And then it starts going sideways and it's just like the nerves hit. Yeah, you know how it is.
I am with Mothula as well. It's just like, I hit him. And the game just goes, nah, that one didn't count. But I hit him. Nah, that one didn't count either. Okay.
So yeah, Walsh into his Ganon fight now. And we'll have an advantage of silver, so he'll make up some of that time on Jesse, but I think Jesse will be the first to finish here already in phase 4.
Does
Leo
seem
going to
that
be
way.
in very shortly behind.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tight match here. All right. Yep. Leo is there. Kappa is still a considerable amount away. He's in the dark world as well. So there's a save and quit in there. Save and quit on top of that for him.
Yeah, I think unless something, really strange happens, this is going to go JKLOL's way. But average times are probably going to be within around a minute for this one. So
Yeah, well, there goes Ganon down on Jesse's side as Phase 4 is reached on Walsh's side. Having to deal with a couple of Ganon warps up for Lao, and Kappa picks up crystal number 7. Walsh popping 2 silver arrows in there, popping the 4th silver arrow in as well, so he's going to be done here in just a moment as well. Yeah, start throwing GGs into chat for everybody because they are going to be finishing very quickly as, all right, Lao taking a second here to double check that.
Using the race time room, we've got a 20-second difference between Walsh and Jesse.
And that would be the one we use as Lao takes down that, and that's going to give JKLOL the win there for sure. We don't have to do any math involved. Clear Mouse does not have to hurt her pretty little brain.
Yeah, put your calculators away. Gonna be GG's here as Leo crosses the bridge, gets the win for JKLOL tonight. And Kappa dropping into his Ganon fight now as well. So once he finishes up here, we'll get these runners in, let them hopefully talk to us about what all the fun things happened in their voice calls.
the end of the seed where it's just like, oh god, we're in go mode. Go, go, go! Finishing with times around 115, 114s here. Kappa's going to be in the at least 116 something. Well, maybe 117. I forget how many Ganon warps there were, but there were a couple.
Yeah.
Alright, Silver, my true weakness. How about, Ganon, how about, Silver arrows? Are you okay with those? Turns out, no. No, he's not. No, he's not. Alright, Kappa. Went ahead. Finished the whole thing the entire time. And, yeah. Gonna try to sneak through the door before this, and that's gonna be that for Tile Roomies. So get your GGs into chat for them as well. And it looks like we have the J and the LOL of JKLOL. The K could not come today.
I mean, we could invite him, but
I mean, if you really want to, I guess.
I could
and
just
also
holler at
Tile
him.
Roomies. Holler at him?
Yeah, just have him walk in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. GG, guys.
yeah, GG.
Yo, thank you. GG's, y'all.
GG's, you guys. Sorry.
We got Kappa and Walsh here as well. GG's, everyone. I'll kind of let y'all just chat and discuss because with this mode and with this seed and with knowing how chaotic those voice calls get, I just want to hear what y'all's experiences were and feelings were with this one.
Well, I have a nice rod, so that's probably why we lost.
Oh,
Okay, Rod?
where was that?
It's in Lumberjack.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Insert flip heel somewhere saying, "Oh yeah."
I was literally about to do that. I really was. I was so tempted. I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
I can see that absolutely being thing. Did we find the second CT small?
No.
Okay.
Oh no,
So
lumberjack meaning
Kappa actually got the
GT.
lumberjack
Agate.
check behind GT. So
Yeah,
Oh.
he
not that one.
climbed and did all the way through to Agate 2, yeah.
That one. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
had done, Leo did full left side, and she told me, like, rando room is get your Eastern bag from Rando room. And I was like, and a sword. And I'm like, okay. Then she tells me powder in the big chest, which was great. And we didn't have fire at the time, so it was like done. And then later Leo was like, should we do right side in the climb? And I'm like, and I'm starting to calculate. I'm like, I understand why you want to, but I think we should focus on finding stuff. Like, let's find dungeons, and it just worked out better this time. So, like, GT was definitely a consideration.
Yeah, well, no mirror. I assume no mirror over there.
No, did you guys find it?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
No, nope, no. If you guys choose to watch this back, you guys were just in lockstep with each other for a significant portion of the early mid game of the seed. Like, we were 30 minutes in, and Kappa and Jesse were both in Thieves Town getting the Moon Pearl at the exact same time. And Walsh and Leo, y'all were doing the exact same checks at the same time. Like, it was ridiculous how long that you guys stayed kind of in lockstep with each other until, once the whole Dark World got opened up to you.
Yeah, thank you, by the way. It made it easier on us.
Definitely.
That was the thing.
Our
It was,
pleasure. Definitely planned.
I get into Thieves, and I find the flippers, and I'm like, Leo, I think you're following me. And then I pull the pearl offline. I'm like, Leo, you're following me.
And then you end up
It was, I get up on the, I
God.
followed Spec, and I find the flute, and then it's like, I'm gonna go up the mountain. Then I find the fire rod. Then I find a couple of GT smalls. Then I find Swamp with a glove. Then I find the boots. It's just like, follow me for a while. Like, there was just no way to tell Leo to stop just coming right behind me there.
It was a bit of split apart until I called the boots, at least.
I feel like that's the thing that everybody, like in any co-op, you hear your partner say boots and you just drop what you're doing and rush.
Yeah, I think that was when you were activating flute at the time, Leo, and it was like, we're kind of trying to predict where you would go next, and then we saw the boots. It's like, I bet that's where Leo's going next. How about that?
Yup.
Well, the thing was, I had already found the fire rod and the glove, and I was like, I think you should come get these two for sure. And then it was the boots, and I'm like, you're definitely coming this way. Like, there's just no alternative path here.
Yeah, and then it just kind of worked out. Like, after that, I had waited to get the glove from the first chest of Swamp. Because I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to need this old man start point yet. So I was like, I'll just do that, and then I'll follow Fairy Ascension Cave, because neither of us had done that yet. Made sense, worked out. Meant that Desert Back was our go. Like, finding Desert Back.
Yeah, so I kind of want to talk about that with what both teams kind of talk about it, is that kind of realization moment where you figure out, wait a second, we have all 7 crystals. We have, are we in go mode? Are we sure we're in go mode? Are we sure we're not looking for mirror? Because it kind of felt like there was some hesitation for both teams in that regard.
Yeah, well, it's not like maps are getting called, so eventually I just rolled with it. There was no mirror, there was no pod big since skip dice, so...
Yeah,
Man, I don't
Leo,
remember.
I got the pod big, and we were down to Swamp or pod, and I was like, I know there's a second small in pod, let me go beat it. Like, I have the 2, I can just beat Helmet, and immediately it's like, it's a pendant. Okay, we need a Swamp small. I'm going into Vu, and then there's the Swamp small, and it's like, okay, we're back into entrance mode, we're looking for Mire, we're looking for Desert. And we had maybe 5 or 6 entrances left to find 2 dungeons before we had to really start worrying about medallions and mirror. Or a really long and tedious walk of the Big Bomb over to Pyramid Ferry. Because of no mirror.
Yeah, I didn't even think about how gross that would have been. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm
well,
trying to figure.
Crystal just crept up on them eventually, I did ask for an overview of unchecked maps. Once Ice Palace Crystal came down, that was effectively go mode. And
Right,
I had
'cause
to...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that, like, I found the eastern map somewhere along the line, but, like, I guess I never checked it until, like, after Ice Palace. So, yeah, like, at that point, yeah, and, like, going to Ice House and Meyer were like, and like check the two, because like I skipped Food 5 and like we never went to Ice Rock Cave, so like those two just kind of like fell on the back burner for us, and like getting to Ice actually also was just something we kind of both spaced out on. So yeah.
I imagine there, yeah, crept up as a pretty apt description of this entire scene. It was just kind of like, okay, nothing. Yeah, we're still maybe looking for things, and then all of a sudden, me and Will.
All right, where's
go,
our pearl? Where's something to open this up? Okay, we
And
have
then,
pearl. Okay, we're in
bam.
go mode.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was it.
Now I'm doing 6 checks in Maya, trying to find Mir just in case. Yeah, I didn't even know that map was up. So.
And we didn't even get
and
the
then
Meyer
Jesse,
map until...
we saw you kind of skip a bunch of the items in Meyer, but then the next thing you were doing was front of TR. So did you have a little bit of like, wait a second, we still need desert kind of realization going on there, or was that a calculated skip?
So my plan was to rush the Meyer Crystal, get the 2 items in the way, then head to TR or head to Ice entrance, see what was there. And at the same time, as I got to Ice, I was like, oh, I just finished Swamp. I'll do Spike and DDM start. And I was like, okay. And then worst case, if it's nothing, I'll just end up back in Meyer. And so like when I found TR, I was like, at least let me check these 3 and work with it. And then maybe I can head back to TR and check some stuff. Like items were the next play. It was just kind of we knew that it was like 3 or 4 entrances left.
Yeah, at that point it was, we are looking for the back of desert. Just full stop. And since I was already on the mountain, I was like, well, let me just get these 2 that are on the mountain. And he did that. And it's funny because while I am kind of playing cleanup in Meyer and, doing the go mode thing, Jesse's like, by the way, I found the swamp, or not the swamp, the desert small. I'm like, where did you find that? He's like,
yeah.
Like, okay, dude.
Yeah, we did make that connection because you found it at the same time, and it's like, oh, well, Jesse just put that in logic for you, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to skip a pot key. I hope.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I was like, did he remember?
The most important time save.
Indeed.
I mean, I didn't have that second small, so, that's...
Yeah, that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
We did see the bonk. It's okay. We did see the bonk. But yeah, no, guys, well done to everybody there on this thing. I think you guys have another match coming up in, I'm just gonna say 2 days, because if I say the day I get confused.
Yep,
But,
same time Thursday night.
Same time Thursday night for people in that part of the world, and the 3 people who are in my part of the world, that'd be Friday morning. But yeah,
And
Thursday
same 4
night for
people.
you guys. Huh?
Same 4 people.
All right,
Same
everyone's
for-
back.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Well, there we go.
Yeah,
All right,
both.
well,
I think both
that'll
of our
be a
two
fun one-
third members
a fun one to
are
watch, for
anti-entrance.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, definitely going to be looking forward to that one. Any last thoughts you guys want to throw out here before we, I don't know, go find other things to do?
I mean, I'll just say thanks, Will and Dazed. Dazed, I really appreciate seeing you out for Common this morning and on your time, and cool to have you here again, and always a pleasure, Will.
Dazed, I missed you. I'll just say it.
Yeah, thanks,
I
guys.
missed my TP Zelda buddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did quite enjoy seeing the sprite running around killing things again. It brought back some fond memories. But yeah, you guys, thanks to you guys for actually putting these things at a friendly time for me. Everybody else has this thing. It's just like, hey, Days, do you want to wake up at 5 a.m.? No.
Not
Hey,
really.
you want to stay up till 3 a.m.? No. All right. Cool. And then you guys decided to put it here, so hey, I could show up today.
One thing we haven't done yet tonight is thank our trackers. So thank you to Leoria, Jesse, and Plasma Kappa.
Walsh, what the heck?
I mean, if you want, I can send you the link to my Google sheet, and you can try to use that, but I don't know.
Do you still have like the Taylor Swift layout going on, or?
I do not have Taylor Swift on my overlay
you have
anymore. No. She was there for a
Okay.
time, but no.
I was
going to
say because I could use the custom cropping to add her next time.
Next time. Okay.
Next time
duly
we can just
noted.
we'll put a GIF in up there of her dancing. That'll be the entire thing. It won't distract from the rando at all.
Definitely not.
No.
I tried to get Leo to crop my DJ Shack earlier for my race, or not Leo, but Clear Mouse.
I was gonna say, wait, what? Hi.
Nope. Hi, I'm Will. Get confused. It happened a
No,
lot
it
during
is
comms.
okay. Oh, then I'm extra excited to watch it back.
There's a whole lot of confusion mostly, and
I added one little callback for you, Leo, just for you.
So guess what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited. All right, I'm literally gonna go watch.
I've only used
immediately.
Dazed, I've only used that joke once before, and it was when I was doing comms with Leo during a cross skis tourney race a long time ago, and
It's just
I'm-
stuck.
it felt like the right time to bring it back out.
I'm honored. I think.
You're welcome.
All right, cool, everyone. Well, yeah. Should we? Are we just gonna sit here and talk and take up Speed Gaming's time for a little bit more? Because
We should probably let the runners go. They probably want to go have their lives back.
I mean, they probably gave us 2 hours. I figured
You
this
can-
was going to last. I put an event in my own Discord of 2.5 hours. I didn't think it was going to be an hour and a half.
Anybody up for Rummy Cube?
Less than that even.
I don't know.
Anybody
Dazed, you
up
can
for
do
what?
recipe hour now. I'll probably get
yeah.
yelled at by Drossi tomorrow, but it'll be worth it.
Okay,
Oh,
run
yeah,
back, co-op, crisscross. I'll
Yep,
do
let's
it.
do it.
Ooh.
Go on. You guys
It'll
have
be
fun.
fun.
Oh, hey.
We're doing is that the transition between this week and next week?
Yeah, sure. Never mind. That crisscross is a harder mode, but
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Throw some doors in there just for fun.
Oh, that's the
next
thing,
week.
Days. Next week is beginner doors.
Oh, sweet. I'm not coming.
I wish I could say take me with you, but I drew the short straw, so.
See,
Who knows?
our team all wanted to play, and I had to. I made the sacrifice of giving up Doors Week in exchange for giving up Influkeys Week. And after
there you
seeing
are.
the seeds that happened there, I do not regret it one bit.
Mood.
Yeah.
The guys were very well aware early on, hi, I am dodging inverted. Have fun. And then we saw who we were against team-wise. It's double have fun, dodging. Goodbye.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
Anyway,
GG's again,
we should
you guys.
probably wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Okay. At some point, we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Will was saying GG's to you guys. This was a ton of fun. Thanks for
Real
putting on
fun
the
one.
race.
And y'all come back Thursday, everyone who's still in chat, because hopefully it'll be another fun, close race like this one was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, and as always, we need to do the technical things of saying, "Hey, follow the runners. Do it. They're good people. We like them. Follow them." We'll put in a command. The command did not work, but search names in. Search names in the go up to Twitch. You've got a little thing there. Search the names there. It'll lead you to the right
Y'all know how
spot.
this works.
If you see rando, you know it's right. If you see a different game, don't click on that. You don't know who it is. It could be somebody else. You don't want them. You want
I
these people.
sometimes
These
stream
people are
other stuff.
nice. Sometimes they stream other stuff,
Yeah.
apparently. So, but look most importantly for the rando. Also, go ahead, follow Speed Gaming as well, because, that's where all of this is. All right, Jesse, I get the point. Thanks, bud.
I was gonna say, I just watched his stream go dead.
It's back. We're okay.
Meanwhile, mine is bye, Brett.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
All right.
I'm good. Thanks again,
Good
everybody.
night, everyone.
night.
GG's.
Later,
Good
y'all.
night.